Elecon Engineering just reported a profit drop in Q1 FY27, and the market might panic. But what if this fall is actually hiding a much bigger growth story? Because a 1,500 crore order book is quietly building in the background. So stick around, because what looks like a bad quarter is actually far more nuanced.
If you only remember three things, make it these. 1. Elecon posted 11.9% adjusted revenue growth, even during a seasonally slow first quarter. 2. The company's open order book hit an all-time high of 1,518 crores, giving strong forward visibility. And 3. Elecon remains net cash positive with a lean, low-debt capital structure. Resilient core, record visibility, and financial fortress. That's the quarter in one sentence.
Let's look at the actual dashboard. Revenue came in at 521 crores, up 11.9% year-on-year on an adjusted basis. EBITDA stood at 109 crores, up 3.9% adjusted. Profit after tax, or PAT, was 70 crores, up 2.3% adjusted. And the EBITDA margin came in at 21%, which is a decline of 160 basis points year-on-year on an adjusted basis. So growth is intact, but margins compressed a bit. We'll explain why in a moment. Now, here's the part that trips up most investors. On paper, reported earnings look like they fell nearly 60%. But that's misleading, because the Q1 FY26 base quarter included massive one-off gains that won't repeat. Specifically, that base included an 80 crore investment reclassification gain and a 25 crore arbitration settlement revenue. Strip those one-offs out, and you get the true baseline. Core operations that remain highly efficient and are actually still growing. In short, the scary headline number is mostly an accounting illusion, not a business problem. Let's talk margins in detail. Gross margin stood at 45.5%, while EBITDA margin was 21%. The squeeze here is real. EBITDA margin dropped 160 basis points year-on-year to that 21% level. The culprit behind this was higher localized input costs combined with shifts in product mix. But there's a silver lining. Gross margins actually expanded sequentially by 300 basis points, meaning the trend within the year is improving. And once you strip out the one-off noise, the clean PAT margin settled at 13.5%. Now, let's break down the two business segments, starting with the standout performer, the gear division. Revenue here came in at 416 crores, up a strong 16.3% year-on-year. Overseas revenue is surging even faster, up 21.9%, and now makes up 29% of the company's total top line. This global push is being supported by a new infrastructure facility called BMCE2, and forward visibility here is excellent. Open orders for this division exploded 46.9% year-on-year to 1,043 crores.
Now, the weaker segment, material handling equipment. Revenue here was 105 crores, down 2.9% year-on-year on an adjusted basis. The issue was temporary project execution timing and delays, not a structural demand problem. And there's a strong buffer here too. Segment EBIT margins remained excellent at 25.6%. On the demand side, order inflows actually rose 38.1% year-on-year, backed by a new 21 crore overseas port contract. So this looks like a timing issue, not a demand issue. Let's put both segments side by side. The gear division, the engine of growth, generated 416 crores in revenue, up 16.3%, with a 17.9% EBIT margin and open orders of 1,043 crores, up 46.9%. The MHE division, the lagging segment, generated 105 crores in revenue, down 2.9% adjusted, but with a stronger 25.6% EBIT margin and robust order intake growth of 38.1%. Different growth stories, but both segments show healthy forward order momentum. This is arguably the most important part in the whole video. Elecon's open order book has hit an all-time high of 1,518 crores, That pipeline expanded 36.8% year-on-year, and the velocity is impressive too. Order inflows grew 23% year-on-year to 755 crores in this quarter alone. The takeaway here is significant. This order book provides massive structural revenue visibility, not just for the rest of this year, but stretching into FY28 as well.
Let's check the balance sheet strength. On safety, the current ratio stands at 2.9 times, ensuring strong asset coverage. On liquidity, the company is net cash positive, holding 61 crores in net cash. On efficiency, working capital cycles improved to a lean 72 days. And on leverage, the debt-to-equity ratio is negligible at 0.12 times. Put simply, this is a financially disciplined, low-risk balance sheet.
Now, valuation. Currently, Elecon trades at a premium to its historical averages. Is that justified? The case for yes rests on a few pillars. The justification is resilient baseline execution. The core business keeps performing despite noise. The anchor is that expanding order book, which secures near-term earnings visibility. And on cash quality, positive free cash flow is comfortably funding both CapEx and dividends. So the premium isn't coming from nowhere. It's backed by real operating and cash flow strength.
Every investment has two sides, so let's weigh them. On the bull case, a massive 1,518 crore order book guarantees revenue runway, and geographic diversification with 29% international revenue reduces dependence on any single market. On the bear case, input cost volatility is actively squeezing margins right now, and the business remains susceptible to cyclical CapEx pullbacks from sectors like steel, cement, and power. Both sides are visible in this quarter's numbers.
So here's how it all comes together. Point 1. The Q1 optical profit decline is purely accounting noise. The true underlying operations actually grew 11.9%. Point 2. The gear division is a structural powerhouse, currently masking what looks like a temporary slowdown in the MHE division. And point 3. A pristine balance sheet paired with a record 1,518 crore order book gives this company high safety and strong forward visibility. So that's Elecon Engineering's Q1 FY27 story. Noisy headline, resilient core. What's your take on that 1,500 crore order book? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this Elecon Engineering's earnings deep dive helpful, don't forget to like, save, and share this video. Follow and subscribe to ZinvestZ for more smart investing insights, and I'll see you in the next one.